Hey, this is The Social Tea, and I'm Sharonda Lee. I talk about all things social, including celebrity news, reality shows, what's going on in pop culture, local news, and more here in these YouTube streets. Now, we know folks always get in their feelings about what's said here on social media, so I must say, what's stated here is alleged, my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Make sure you visit my website at www.thesocialteatalkmedia.com and also follow me on all platforms: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, also known as X, and TikTok. Also check out my podcast, The Social Tea, Off the Air, on Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, and Spotify. Now, y'all, I stay on ready, so make sure you subscribe to my backup channel. I am Sharonda Lee, The Social Tea, here on YouTube. Now, before we get into it, make sure you hit that notification bell, like, share this with everyone you know, and subscribe. Now, with all that being said, relax, get comfortable, and let's get into the tea. Say it ain't so. Has the shit hit the fan? Has the world's most dumbass BAN gone crazy? I don't want to sound like I'm kicking a nigga while he down, but bitch, where are my Timberlands? Because they need to stay on his neck. It sounds bad, but this is the same man that's done so much in the past 4 years to his ex-wife that is utterly ridiculous. The only thing I can do or want to do is send a prayer his way in hope. In fact, he is doing the work that needs to be done on himself. I know what it's like to deal with a man who commits himself to treatment after losing it after he no longer has control. However, in my case, it was to gain sympathy. It was to play mind games. It was to turn himself into a victim and make me the victimizer. So when I say time will tell, that's the whole truth and nothing but. This is the same man who was charged with third-degree domestic violence and harassing communication. Now, what is third-degree domestic violence and harassing communications? A person commits a crime of domestic violence in the third degree if he/she commits the crime of harassing communication and the victim is a current or former spouse, parent, child, any person with whom the defendant has a child in common, a present or former household member, or a person who has or has a dating relationship with the defendant. In my opinion, and many others, this was for the alleged revenge plot against his ex-wife, Melody Shari. Mind you, Mel has stated on many of occasions that he, as in her ex-husband Martell, would call and basically harass her into being back with him, show up to her house unannounced. He was also taken to court for allegedly, I'll say, being their children. He has also been said to have outbursts at their children's school and sporting events. He was previously ordered to undergo a psych evaluation. Now, the question is, did he have it done prior to their court date? In my opinion, no. Why don't I think he had it done? Why would he? No one in his 42 years of life has ever held that man accountable for anything, including the judge handling their case. He/she, because I don't know who, if it's a he or she, has drugged this case a long time. And clearly it didn't need to be dragged along. I'm not speaking as a mellometer, but a woman who went through a similar experience. And in my opinion, Mel needs to keep her wheat-colored Timberland on his neck. He doesn't need any breathing room to act a fool ever. This would be the prime time where he would. It is said that he kirked out during court because things didn't go his way. No, if he lost it, it was not because he loved his children so much. It was only, in my opinion, because he felt he lost control over Melody. Having those children means access to Mel. 50-50 custody means that he can still monitor Mel to a certain extent. 50-50 custody means that he can still wreak havoc without consequence. He absolutely has to be cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs if he think after all he has done in keeping his almost 10-year bedbug alligator mouth side mistress, and yes, I say side mistress because she's not the main. He only deals with her if need be. She's a cum dump. She's a cum dump. He doesn't like that one. He uses her against Mel, and she's happy to be used. Now, she's online asking folks, what's the tea? Girl, didn't Martell tell you? This is how you know he doesn't deal with her on the up and up. But after all of this, 4 years after divorce and 5 years while married, does he seriously think Mel's going to get back with him? Yup, that nigga is butterscotch crazy, and he belongs right where he is, if in fact that's where he is, and he gets no sympathy here. Prayers to Mel and the 4-piece chicken nuggets that they have a hedge of protection around them 24/7, 365. That the love of Jesus will continue to cover and guide Mel as she continues to walk in God's grace and be an example, a real example for her children. That she breaks every generational curse passed down to her children from their father. And I say this prayer because I know the situation all too well. Share your thoughts and comments and see you in the next video.